is the North End. This is the North End.
What is going on, Palace fans? It's your boy Mitchell here, and I am here today to present my 5 takeaways from our Palace versus Leicester match. Sorry I couldn't do one last week. I was deathly ill and didn't watch much of the game, but I'm back today. I missed the second half because I had coaching of my own to do this morning, but I've gone back and rewatched the game and I've made some notes, so let's just jump into it. My first takeaway is that I feel like with Joachim Andersen and Mark Gahey, we have a very solid defensive pairing at the back. Leicester is a team that, they have good attackers. They have good attacking players. They have James Maddison and Preston Daka, both of which were, I don't want to say absent today, but with James Maddison being the leading scorer for Leicester, him not to get on the score sheet is pretty good for us. Both of our defensive backs were very, very calm, very collected in their play today. So I was very impressed with how they did, like I usually am. I'm usually very impressed with both Joachim Andersen and Mark Gahey. I think Mark Gahey has a very bright future at Palace, a very bright future for England. So I'm hoping we can hold on to him for a bit. I like seeing Joel Ward wear the armband, but I like it a little bit more when I see Mark Gahey wearing the armband, knowing that he's such a young, collected center back, and knowing that if we can hold on to him, for 5-10 years, he's going to be a club legend. So that's point number 1. A very positive thing to say. I don't have a whole lot of positives from this match. Number 2, it is very obvious, especially in the last few games, that we really lack a box-to-box midfielder who can link up play. The way Palace play, it's a lot of adaptive base build-up from the back line. And so I'm finding when we start a build-up in our own half from our backs, we are able to, get it from, be it Joel Ward, Nathaniel Klein, whoever's on the right, Tyreek Mitchell, whoever's on the left, or our 2 center backs, or even Vicente Guaita. We can't seem to get it through the midfield. We can play it up to Czech Decore or whoever we have playing that holding midfield role, but we can't seem to break through the midfield. And I was just reading Patrick Vieira's post-match comments, and he expressed this point as well. If we're able to find that defensive midfielder, that holding midfielder, we can't really get it from him to our attacking players. There's not really that link from Czech Decore to Ibire Eze to, be it Jordan Ayew, Michael Olise, or Wilfried Zaha, or even Odsonne Edouard up top. We don't really have that, and it's been very clear these past few games that we don't have that we very much miss the role that Conor Gallagher played for us last year. And I know I don't want to talk about Conor Gallagher because of the absolute banger he scored against us a couple weeks ago. Full respect to him for that. But it just makes me wonder, and I talked to some of my friends about it, who do we go after in January? Who do we look for in January? Is there anyone in the academy? Not really. We don't really have that box-to-box midfielder right now, so I feel like we need to go into the market and look for one. So that's point number 2. Point number 3, we very much lacked an attacking threat today. Looking at the stats, we had 8 shots to Leicester's 14, and then looking again at the actual shots on target, we had 1 to their 5. Now, I don't like that. I feel like this is a team that they have a lot of attacking prowess, as I've said earlier, but we should be around the same level as that. We have, Odsonne Edouard up top, Wilf out wide, Ebbs in the middle, and then Jordan Ayew, he's kind of transitioning, definitely not as attacking as he used to be, but just kind of lacking attacking threats. Another stat that I found interesting was that we had a 12.5% shot accuracy, like on target accuracy, which, I don't know, that's kind of weird for me. Whatever. So point number 3, just lacked attacking threats. And it kind of blends into our 4th point, which is that we were very lucky not to concede in the second half. In the first half, we came out, sure, we weren't getting, a bunch of shots off, but we had our opportunities to go forward. We had our opportunities to get the ball in the box and make runs and, get in behind defenders and just, jump out in front, but we didn't take them. And the second half is a completely different story, which I have noticed in my 10 years of being a Palace fan. It's always the same. We will come out strong and then we kind of peter off. So, it's very tough when you come out into a game against a team that really we should be beating on paper, and we almost give up in the second half and seem to be content with holding for a draw. That being said, this will blend into my 5th point, which is that I absolutely respect the point. I respect the point against this side. They are a team that, are bottom of the table. I don't know if they're bottom anymore. I haven't actually looked at the table. A team that's bottom of the table, didn't do many signings. Everyone's got them pegged for relegation. If they had a loss, Brendan Rodgers would have been gone. They are fighting for their survival, in mid-October already. It brings back memories of the Everton game towards the end of the season last year where we lost it in the last minute. Obviously, it sucks, but I respect it. That's a team that's fighting for their lives, and, as a Palace fan, we've been in situations where we have had to literally fight for our football lives. I think back to 2010 and the administration season and that, and I can understand. So I respect the point. Am I happy about it? No. Do I think we should have got more out of it? Yeah. Will I accept it? I have to. Yeah. So to break it down, really, we have a very solid center back pairing. We need to bring in a box-to-box midfielder. We need to have some kind of attacking threat going forward. We need to take risks. We need to take our chances. We were very lucky not to concede in the second half, and we need to respect the point. So that is going to be it for me for this week. I will see you guys with the next 5 takeaways. Be sure to follow at CPFC Toronto on Instagram. And yeah, come on, Eagles!
This is the North End. This is the North End.